Check your hold music, by user Corson. This one still makes me giggle. Back in the early 2000s, before 9/11s, I worked as tech support for a collections agency. It was a job and the tech aspect wasn't bad. But we had offices all over the country, USA. One day I needed to call the Las Vegas office for an issue. I root through the phone tree and get the department I need and they put me on hold to go find the info I needed. At this point I really don't remember what I needed, but whatever, that is when the music starts, bow shakak wow wow, moan, groan, I just about died. I am laughing so hard that the other people in my department are looking at me. Somehow the canned music had been crossed with the soundtrack for the Skinflick channel, it was Vegas after all. The person comes back and I'm still laughing. Have you guys checked what the hold music is? No. Go listen to it for a second. I'm still fighting laughter at this point. The very confused tech person, okay. Puts me back on hold and more raunchy Skinflick soundtracks and moans. A minute later, oh my god. That sets off another round of laughter for me. You might want to get that fixed. I did call back a week later and amusingly it was the normal canned music. Threatening to destroy company property, by user the Rubik's Cube. We have a handful of PCs we think that former employees didn't return when they left the company. Our inventory tools are lacking, which we're working on. We just had a list of PC serial numbers and nothing else. We managed to turn that into a list of 60 PC names with an internet connection. We're not interested in getting these PCs back at this point, we just want to make sure those devices are unusable as CYA for potential data loss. As long as a PC is connected to the internet we have at least some limited management of it. We pushed a script to these PCs forcing them to reboot and putting them in BitLocker recovery mode. Beyond getting a success or fail reply when a PC ran that script, we didn't expect to hear anything about these PCs. Today however, a former employee called the help desk after her device locked. Let's experience her call through the notes the help desk tech left in a ticket. User is no longer an employee at company but is still using company computer. Computer is asking for BitLocker recovery key. Declined to provide key as she is no longer a company employee. She asked to be escalated to a supervisor. She has been using the computer as a personal computer since employment ended. While waiting for supervisor she said if we did not unlock the computer she would break it and never send it back. She has personal information stored on the computer. She hung up before supervisor was available. Escalating ticket to security team. To recap, this user never returned their computer after she left the company, and further assumed it was hers to keep and use. Now that we've locked the device, she called the help desk trying to get it unlocked, then threatened to destroy company property on a recorded line if we did not unlock it. The matter has been passed on to our legal department. Just plug it in, by user Ertz23. Monitoring was going haywire. Tickets starting coming in. Connectivity to one of the office blocks was out. I tried trace pings to the servers, attempting working out where the problem was. It was as if the office ceased to exist. The building better be gone. I muttered to myself as I gathered my laptop and headed over to the problem building. My metrics getting worse by the second. Who the hell are you? I looked in at a man, knee-deep in unplugged Ethernet cables in one of our main, supposedly secure networking rooms. A very lost look on his face. Unknown, hey, I'm vendor technician, VT, you wouldn't happen to know anything about these networks? What the F dollar number at? Immediately I shouted him out of the room, drawing the attention of the surrounding teams. The switches had been circularly routed and main firewall unplugged. It took a while to restore everything back to normal. Afterwards I was led into a meeting room with the upset-looking vendor technician sitting opposite head of security, HS. Ertz. Everything working? Yeah, finally. What the hell were you doing? Who are you? I looked at the vendor technician who had his eyes down to the floor. VT, I was just trying to install our MacGuffin. How'd you get into the networking room? Vendor technician produced a key and slid it across the table. Where'd you get this? VT, my boss gave it to me. The vendor technician seemed nervous and sorta shrugged. I was very confused as to what to do next. Police? HS, I've called the sales team, they confirmed they'd asked the vendor to install MacGuffin as preparation for monitoring network traffic, something to do with visualization? VT, virtualization. Vendor technician practically whispered the correction. why didn't you come get approved from our team prior to installing? VT, I'm actually a contractor. I get paid per install. I don't really deal with the customer side. I just install. My mind drifted back to his lost look. Yep. Definitely a contractor. Me, these things require planning. We can give you a networking diagrams, unlock switch ports. How did you plan on getting this working without the basics? VT, I don't really have time for all that. Can you just give me back the MacGuffin? I looked at my phone, showing the huge number of pending tickets due to his stunt. He was right. Nobody got time for that. HS, you should probably go deal with those tickets. I'll deal with vendor technician. Later in the day the head of security turned up at my office. HS, make sure you fill out an incident report for the networking failure, and an incident report for the protocol breach. I'll do the access breach report and follow up how they got that key. Me, oh great, so because a random wanted to avoid work, I get cursed extra work. Head of security laughed while walking off. HS, maybe curse or maybe blessing. Either way it is job security. I started filling in the reports angrily. Curse. Definitely curse. Why don't users listen when told if you do that, XYZ will happen, by user Rieti22. Hello TFTs. Still pretty new to the field, but I'm confident in the little bit of knowledge I have. Currently working for a MSP, yesterday client, PC, calls me in a panic. PC, I need help now. Me, okay no problem PC what's going on? PC, I schedule all my boss's Zoom meetings for them on their Zoom account and log into the Zoom meetings under that account. I always change my name, but boss's picture shows up next to mine and they don't want that, so I need to change it. Me, okay that's not a problem, but to clarify, both your boss and you use the same account for these meetings? If that's the case the picture will change for both of you, not just you. Do you have your own Zoom account? PC, I don't know if I do, I just schedule their appointments. Can we just change the picture to our logo? Me, yes, if you have the image that isn't a problem as long as your boss is okay with it. PC, yeah that's fine. Me, okay I'll remote in and walk you through the steps to change the picture. PC, okay great are you going to send it to me? Me, send what? PC, the logo. Me, no, I don't have your logo. You need to provide that. PC, oh. 20 minutes later after digging through files on their computer finds it. Me, okay great, load it there on the profile page, it's going to crop it. So you can just use the logo emblem. PC, emblem? Me, sorry, the icon on the left of the logo, that's all that will fit. PC, you can't make it the whole thing? Me, no, unfortunately I can't do that. PC, fine this will work. Me, okay great, and you're sure this is okay with your boss? PC, yeah they'll love it. They did not love it. Next day call from PC, I'm on another call with my supervisor troubleshooting a server backup failure. PC calls my boss repeatedly. Teams messaged from boss hey can you help PC out, they're panicked about something and I'm in a meeting. KI. Turns out PC's boss did not appreciate their picture being changed, wanted their old picture back. Me, do you have access to a copy of that picture? PC, no I just need it changed back. Me, I can change it, but I don't have to picture, can you ask your boss for it? PC, can't you just put the old one back? Me, no because it was deleted on the Zoom account. I can't materialize the picture out of thin air. 45 minutes later of this back and forth. Me, does your boss have a LinkedIn account? PC, yes I think so. Me, okay 1 second. Boss uses same pic. Thank God. Me, you're all set. PC, you're the best, but what about when I log into the meeting? Me, you have your own account. Use that one. PC, oh yeah I could do that. I'm a patient person, but I'd like a month break from this client please. How do I work with it? By user 474 Dennis. When I worked for one of my former employers, HR hired a new accountant and sent her to our help desk so we can provide a laptop. A couple of hours later she comes back with a laptop and asks us how do I work with it. We spent couple minutes trying to figure out what exactly she didn't understand. It turned out that she had never worked on computers at all. Sometimes I'm just amazed how the HR department recruits such characters. She got fired the same day.